And we're back. We've got Bev Eagy of the ANZAC Tea Parlour in the Dells with us today. And Bev, I want to talk to you a bit about some of your community efforts. I know you do a lot of things for the communities that we enjoy here. Fundraisers, and I believe you're on the board of directors with the chamber, and you do a lot of donating for different events and stuff. Tell me a bit about your community involvement.
Well, I'm pretty much like all the small businesses in the Dalles. It's just a cycle of events, and it's the dearest little town, and everyone seems to pitch in and just be part of it. And I mean, you only have to go to a parade or any kind of event that's going on, and pretty much everyone has donated. Some people are very generous. Most of us just do whatever we can to help out.
And what are some of the events that you help out in?
Well, I'm baking some little petite cherry turnovers for the Cherry Festival next for the coronation. It's kind of what's the next cab up the rank, to do. But I have that next week. We just had the Haven event, and it was amazing.
With Denise Brown.
Yes.
Yes, I had the opportunity of actually sitting down and interviewing her, talking to her a little bit.
She did a wonderful job.
Yes, and for such a worthy cause, and just a really nice lady. So.
And Tara Martin did a great job. That was fun.
Yeah.
I've always donated baskets and things to the silent auction and various parts, but this is the first time I've done the food. And there were a lot of restaurants there, and it was delish. It was just, and what a venue. The Civic,
Yeah, Civic's such a cool place.
This whole gorge is a cool place. Mm-hmm. It's just world-class beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I want to shift gears just a little bit and talk about something that's a little bit more serious, but also very close to home for you as far as the Haitian earthquake. Your daughter was actually in the earthquake, I understand.
Well, my daughter and my son-in-law.
Okay.
They were doing human rights work in Haiti, and they were over there and just like 3.5 months, and it was on the 12th of, well, it was like 3 months ago. Anyway, I'm just wrapping up the tea parlor, and I walk into my husband's office, and there the TV's on, and I could see that little runner, and it said Port-au-Prince, this, what was it, 6.0 or 7.0 was a whopper. I knew enough to know, my knees buckled. It was just like, holy cow.
Your heart must have just stopped.
It did, and I called out to my little helper Katrina and told her what was going on, and I called my best friend to pray. I said, Holly, just pray, and she just got a bunch of people praying, and it was a long night because I knew where they lived, and I knew from the little news it was a real good chance I could have lost her.
How long was it before you actually were able to get in communication?
Well, she's a pretty aggressive little girl like her mama. It took about, the 5-story building just crumbled with them in it.
They were in it?
They were in it. They were on the 5th floor, and they thought it had gone down a little bit, but it had gone right to when they crawled out a little, I just got a picture sent to me, and it shows the rubble of it. There's like 75 to 80 people that lived in that building. Only 2 others survived it in that building.
Wow.
So, God really protected them. You just don't know. Why some lived and some didn't. It's just so complicated and hurtful. But anyway, it took her 13 hours to get to a place where her husband, Joel's head was split open with his skull showing. It was but mostly they survived it quite well. Anyway, she got to the American Embassy, and she bullied each person. She said, I want to call my mom. and she got me. But because she's an Australian citizen, she's quite famous over there. They both are, because just Google her name, and there's just hundreds and hundreds of hits of 13 people, Australians, were in that earthquake, so it was big news, and Rachel was a survival story, Rachel and Joel.
Okay.
So all night I'm getting all these phone calls. From the second the earthquake hit, it was all Australians calling. They found me somehow to find out about Rachel.
Unbelievable.
And so it was all these accents, and finally I got this call in this young Australian accent, and I realized it was my Australian. It was Rachel, and she was alive. So 13 hours of... But then all those mothers that still, had that terrible result.
Absolutely.
So I had a miracle.
Yeah. Well, and I'm very grateful that you didn't have a tragedy on your hands there, but a very close call. But you have done something with that. You and your daughter did a fundraising effort at the Tea Parlour Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, Valentine's Day is a big day for us as far as days that we actually make really good money. I thought, that's what I'll do. I was trying to think, what can I do? And I thought, I can bake. So I thought, we'll just do this lovin' from the oven and donate every penny to Haiti. And Rachel's a wonderful baker. And so Rachel and Joel came and helped, and it came together really well.
Great. Well, that's so neat that you got to help the people that were around your daughter. You know, now you get to, she gets to kind of give back.
Yeah, you just feel like, what do you do?
Yeah.
In any crisis, you just want to help. It's just, most Americans are like that. We're such a generous country.
Yeah.
I mean, not me particularly, but I can bake. There's always something you can do to make a difference. So we made a whole lot of cupcakes and bits and pieces.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. It was really nice getting to speak with you. I do appreciate you coming on.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Well, mine as well. You guys, thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time on Localite. Have a great day. John Compton here saying thanks again for watching. And remember, if you've got a guest idea, let us know. Just visit localite.com.